The future of Westeros didn't die on a battlefield or in a dragon's fire. It died because a hedge knight decided to be a hero. The finale trailer for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is here, and it's not an action teaser, it's a wake. We're looking at a world stained by the somber after effect of Prince Aerion's ego. But the real tragedy? It's Dunk's guilt. He didn't just save a puppeteer, he accidentally traded the greatest king Westeros never had for his own life. The trailer opens on a broken man. Dunk is on his knees, mourning Baelor Breakspear Targaryen. Think about the irony here. Baelor was the only highborn soul who saw the night inside the hedge. Before Baelor, Dunk only had the scraps of the world and two friends, Rafe and Arlen. Now Baelor is gone. When Dunk chokes out the line, Baelor fought for me. He gave his life. He isn't just sad, he's haunted. If Dunk had looked the other way while Tencel was being beaten, Baelor would still be breathing. Every step Dunk takes toward the Iron Throne from here is paved with the blood of a prince who should have been king. Then we get this tense exchange with Lyonel Baratheon, the Laughing Storm. But he's not laughing. Lyonel tells him, your prince fought for you against men sworn to protect him. He risked nothing. Read between the lines, Lyonel isn't just comforting Dunk, he's disgusted by the system. Maekar killed his own brother by mistake because of a rigid trial of 7 that never should have happened. But there's a darker layer to Lyonel's tone. He's a warrior who respects the fallen. While Dunk is hyper-focused on the prince's death, Lyonel is likely looking at the bodies of Beesbury and Humphrey Harding, men who didn't have royal blood to protect them yet died for a stranger. There's a friction building here. Dunk sees a fallen mentor. Lyonel sees a waste of good men. The trailer shifts to the cremation and the dialogue gets even sharper. Valarr Targaryen, Baelor's son, looks Dunk in the eye and asks the deadliest question in the series. Why would the gods take him and leave you? Dunk doesn't have an answer because he agrees. Baelor was the least Targaryen. He chose honor over blood. The camera lingers on Maekar. He's not just a mourner, he's the executioner. That look on his face? That's a man who realized too late that he delivered the fatal blow to his own house. In the books, Maekar never recovers from this. He carried the weight of Baelor's skull for the rest of his life. The most telling detail of the funeral isn't who's there, it's who's missing. Aerion Brightflame is nowhere to be seen. Is he just nursing his wounds from the trial? Or has Maekar finally realized his son is a spoiled brat whose cowardice just cost the realm its greatest heir? By choosing a trial of 7 over a fair fight with Dunk, Aerion didn't just lose a duel, he lost his father's respect. Maekar's silence speaks volumes. He blames Aerion for Baelor's blood, and this likely marks the beginning of Aerion's long downward spiral into madness. As Dunk walks through Ashford, he's no longer an invisible hedge knight. He's a walking omen. The common folk look at him with a mix of awe and fear. But it's Lyonel Baratheon who drops the heaviest line of the trailer. A war is coming. We could be a force, you and I. On the surface, he's talking about the instability Baelor's death just created. But for the lore heads, this is a massive open loop. We're in 209 AC. The second Blackfyre Rebellion is only 3 years away. Lyonel isn't just making a friend. He's recruiting for the bloodshed he knows is coming to the Iron Throne. Then, a chilling callback. We see Egg approaching a bedridden Aerion with a blade in his hand. Remember the story Egg told about Aerion tormenting him in the night? The tables have turned. Aerion is vulnerable, and for a split second, we see a darker side of the future King Aegon V. It's a moment of pure tension. Will the boy become the monster he's trying to escape? The climax of the trailer is the meeting we've all been waiting for. Dunk is summoned by Maekar. You can see the terror in Dunk's eyes. He expects a headman's axe for the death of a prince. Instead, he finds a father who is just as broken as he is. Maekar's tone is hauntingly soft. He refers to Dunk as Sir, a mark of respect that carries the weight of Baelor's sacrifice. When he asks Dunk to take Egg as a squire, he's not just asking for a favor, he's asking for a lifeline for his son. Dunk's refusal is the gut punch of the episode. I think I'm done with princes. It's a double-edged sword. He's done with the cruelty of Aerion, but he's also terrified of the Baelor curse. To Dunk, being near a prince means someone he loves is going to die. The trailer ends on a heartbreaking note. Egg, listening at the door, fires back. Maybe you're not the knight I thought you were. It's a low blow that cuts deeper than any sword. Dunk's journey started with the dream of being a true knight. Now, in the eyes of the one person who believed in him, he's failing. Dunk is the truest knight in Westeros, and that's exactly why those words from Egg, maybe you're not the knight I thought you were, cut deeper than any trial by combat. This finale isn't about dragons or crowns, it's a high-stakes character study. The penultimate episode gave us the blood, but the finale is giving us the soul. The question isn't just, will Dunk accept Egg? It's whether Dunk can forgive himself enough to lead someone else. We're watching the exact moment the Hedge Knight becomes a legend, or fails the boy who will one day sit on the Iron Throne. There's a trend in modern TV to bloat stories with filler, but A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms has done something rare. It made 30-minute episodes feel like epic cinema. Usually we walk away from short seasons feeling cheated. Here, we're left starving for more. Not because the story was thin, but because the world building was so dense. It's a masterclass in pacing. We've had more character development in 6 half-hour blocks than some shows manage in 10 hours. As the pyre burns and the Ashford Meadow empties, we aren't just losing a prince, we're seeing the end of Dunk's innocence. The tone of this finale is somber, heavy, and necessary. It brings the show back to its core. One man, one boy, and a long road ahead. The trailer promises a funeral, but the show is giving us a rebirth.